So I've been in the market the past few months for a brand new frying pan of the Nonstick variety, and I saw Misen just come out with this carbon Nonstick frying pan. They claim it does not have any coating on it because it's carbon steel, so I figured let's buy it and test it out. This is my OG Misen pan. I bought this probably like 8 years ago. You can tell it has that metal inductor on the bottom so you could use it on multiple stove types. It had this really nice kind of old school kitchen handle with just a rubber grip on it. I really loved this pan, but the Nonstick wore off pretty quickly. Here's the next gen. You can see they changed it a little bit, but it still needed that metal inductor on the bottom for when you're using like an induction stove. And they changed the handle. So here's now the newest one. This one is carbon steel. There's no non-stick coating on this. It won't wear down over time. And because of that, it doesn't need that bottom metal plate. It is an actual metal frying pan, which is awesome. The handle's great. What they say on the website is you can use metal on it, you could scrub it with soap, you could leave it sitting in the pan filled with water, it's not going to rust on you, there's no coatings, there's no chemicals. They're not paying me to say this, I'm just reading it off their website. So I figured let's buy it, let's test it out, because a frying pan that doesn't break down over time and have that coating wear off it, that's great. So I'm just going to heat this up to kind of a medium heat. It says to not blast it with like full heat, full power all the time. And I'm just going to raw dog this egg, guys. Nothing went into this pan. There's no oil, there's no butter, there's nothing. I just washed it out when I got it a few days ago. It's completely dry here, no butter, no oils. Right off the bat, I'm kind of like, oh crap, I think this stuck. But I grab a little spatula and you peel it back and it did not stick whatsoever. Really happy to see that. Also, the little spatula, definitely not the right kitchen utensil for this. So I'm going to grab something a little bit larger in a second, but you can see it's actually doing a really good job. It looks like things are sticking, but they come up very easily. And imagine if I put a little oil or something into this, which I'll do next. Really good start. I'm going to grab this spatula, and you can see the egg just moves perfectly. I flipped it terribly there. Kind of helps the test, though, because now there's egg guts everywhere. And look at that. It is still perfectly non-stick. There's nothing in this pan. I wasn't expecting this. I have one of their other carbon steels. You've seen me use it before, but that's just kind of like a metal frying pan. So things stick. You really need to get that heated and lubricated properly. That egg worked out perfectly. So now I'm going to throw in a little bit of butter, and we're going to try cooking this like you actually would. Obviously, the pan was very hot because you could see that butter browned immediately. If you hadn't been cooking for a few minutes already, that butter wouldn't have browned so hard, but not while we're testing here, and it's not an issue. Also, with this butter in it, it's even more non-stick. This egg is beautiful, sliding around perfectly. I was able to flip it nice and easily. Obviously, it has a nice little brown tint to it because of that brown butter. It tasted good. I'm blown away by this so far. Taking that out, I'm just going to wipe this down now with a paper towel, and nothing stuck to this pan. They're not paying me to say this. I've used these Misen pans forever. You know, I've also loved the ones I've got from Misen, but it's just a really, really great pan. If it's truly going to stay like this and season itself more and more over time and never wear down, comparing it to this old one, it did basically the same job. The handles are basically the same. They're a little bit different. That's the one thing I do want to touch on, but this pan really did its job. It heated up beautifully. The one thing that it did do was it does get a little bit hot up around the very top close to the pan. The older one didn't do that. I don't know if it was kind of that split fork design, but the handle didn't dissipate heat incredibly. Holding it down towards the bottom, it was completely cool, but the first like quarter of it was still very warm. Other than that, this thing blew away my expectations. For $100, I think it was right around that. This is a fantastic frying pan. You're going to see this in a lot of videos coming up. It's probably going to be my go-to pan from now on. Give it a try.